We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Thunder and the Blazers. Richard Richardson tries to keep pace in the National League batting race. First pitch is next. Ron Durango will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now in the box, Brian Cannon, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to a good start on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Adrian Esparza comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And the pitch. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
So digging in now, Scott Franchise has come up in big spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the NL in RBIs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Stepping in now, Mike Hayes. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, some games take a little time to heat up, but not this one. We're just 5 batters in, and the bases are already juiced. Almost hate to say it, but this might be the turning point of the game already.
At the plate now, A.J. Valido to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Eric Mensch, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into the start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Leon Richardson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on the roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Striding in, Richardson is currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
Stepping into the box, Colt Snow. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. At the plate, Hal Hale. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
In now, Michael Lopez. And it's grounded just foul down the line. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake a stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
And this is fouled at the plate. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games, he's certainly treading water right now. But if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again. And when he does, watch out.
Stepping up to the plate, Saul Worthing. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mad Dog Jackson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Mad Dog Jackson.
Now the pitch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. High and deep to right center. Worthing is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jake Madison.
So stepping in, Jake Madison, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Full count now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
To the plate now, Nori Dizzy, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing baseball.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Mike Mendez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Fouled off. Two and 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Eric Mensch. 9-1-2 due up.
Eric Mensch.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And now Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So now to the plate, Brian Hannon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Richardson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Adrian Esparza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, inside.
A high fastball is in there.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Third inning, no score to this point. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
The 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Scott Franchise, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Esparza stands at second with 2 gone. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. One and 2. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, J.D. Eastman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
J.D. Eastman.
First delivery to him on the way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Into the box now, Ron Durango. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
The center fielder, number 6, Leon Richardson.
Stepping in now, Leon Richardson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
In tight with the slider. 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
At the plate, Richardson 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A runner on first with 2 away. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Hayes.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And this one's too far inside, ball two. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Into the box now, A.J. Valido. From the stretch. Nobody out, runner on first. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
In now, Hal Hale, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hale brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Again, a 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Digging in, Michael Lopez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out and a runner on third. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. At the plate, Saul Worthing, and a ball 1-0. Still only one out in the inning. And that's too high, ball 2. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
To be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right now. He really looks like he's fighting himself on every pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Eric Mensch. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set and the pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Leading off the inning, Colt Snow, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this is lined softly to the left side, but this is a foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Rounded weakly to the left. Reined in. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mad Dog Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready with the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the bleachers and gone. So a two-run shot to left center, number 23 for him thus far, as we are all knotted up at 2.
What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
To the plate now, Jake Madison. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now. 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he fouls this one off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. At the plate, Nori Dizzy. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Hard hit ball to short. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. Around first, he's digging for second. The relay, and he is in there. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Manny. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
So now to the plate, Mike Mendez, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting, right fielder, J.D.
Now at the plate, J.D. Eastman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count.
A ball and no strikes. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Standing in now, Ron Durango, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. 3 runs already home here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now a 3-2 ball game. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brian Cannon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
Outside, that's the ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Another payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now to the plate, Adrian Esparza will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
Fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
And it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Misses, ball 2. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first. It's a 3-3 game.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Into the box now, Scott Franchise. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Look out, 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Outside, 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No one out with a runner at second. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Standing in, Mike Hayes, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Fouled off. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in, A.J. Valido. Here's the first pitch to him. This year against right-handed pitching, Valido hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
The The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Hal Hale. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. The set and the 1-1. Hit hard to third. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Leon Richardson. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the pitch. And there's ball 2 now. A bouncer to the left side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Into the box, Richardson. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate now, Colt Snow. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Ball one.
1-1.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, and the runner back. The 1-1. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and one away. On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Dave Pollock takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Dave Pollock.
Striding in once again, Michael Lopez.
For Tennessee, the first baseman, Michael.
First pitch on its way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got to hurry. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Ready for another chance, Saul Worthing. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes ball one. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Milton Otto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Milton Otto.
Prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in safely. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0 home.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runner at first here, one man out. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. The 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in now, Brian Cannon. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Pause, now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Richardson calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball at this time.
The 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Rico Sierra enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Rico Sierra.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2. Hit high and deep out to left field. Valito is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Coming to the plate now, Jake Madison. Now the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The windup and the 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, first baseman, Nori Dizzy.
Standing in, Nori Dizzy, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's taken high and outside for ball one. A ball and a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
2 out, nobody on. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
At the plate, Mike Mendez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch.
Check out. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
2-2 now.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Set for the start of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Scott Franchise. First pitch of the at-bat. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 1-1 home.
And even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. The pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So now to the plate, Mike Hayes, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's quickly 0-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So striding in, A.J. Valido. He's set. Here it comes.
Yeah. 0-1.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. From the belt, the pitch. Back up the middle. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning grab.
So coming to the plate, J.D. Eastman, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
J.D. Eastman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now here's the pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Popped up. Hale waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
The pitcher, 0-0, Dave Pollock.
Francisco Barreto will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. 9 homers and 33 driven in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Leon Richardson drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Tony Tabaco has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping up now, Hal Hale. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Hal Hale.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. He spoils another one and will do it again. The 2-2 one more time.
Can't lose, Bull.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead 4-3. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Showtrack because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
The first baseman.
Into the box now, Michael Lopez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Tabaco has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Eastman moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now back, the center fielder. Worthy.
Stepping into the box, Saul Worthing. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Richardson is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The pitcher, number 14, Rico Sierra.
Andrew Arellano will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
In the pinch hit, Andrew Arellano.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Comes into this one at 271. 7 homers and 47 RBIs. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 5-3.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
C.J. Wolf enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Standing in now, Brian Cannon. Hard hit ball to short. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Tennessee is on top 5-3. Quentin Walls is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another shot now, Richardson. And the opposition's done an excellent job of pitching him today, holding him hitless through his first 3 appearances.
Yeah, big at-bat for him right here. You find a way to work a knock-in right here. You walk away from this game 1 for 4. Your average doesn't move too much. He takes an 0 for 4, starts creeping in. You might show up to the yard a little bit earlier. Start working too much, start gripping the bat a little bit tighter. Big at-bat for him right here.
Ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Ground ball foul down the left side. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Ready now, Colt Snow. First offering on its way. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
1-0 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Mad Dog Jackson.
Digging in once again, Mad Dog Jackson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Two out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And the pitch. Walls has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. Here now the 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Ready once again, Jake Madison. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he gets the call there. 3-1. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Good battle. Count remains full. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Adrian Esparza, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's the ball. 1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Now batting, Scott Franchise. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
This is in the air out to right. Eastman is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Hayes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Stepping in, A.J. Valido. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 1-0 home is laid off of down and in.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, inside.
And it's full now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Liner towards second. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Guy Eaton enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Into the box, Nori dizzy. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Eaton has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and logged in with an ERA in the low threes. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Yeah, well, down two. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Mendez.
Stepping in, Mike Mendez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. One out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2-2 now.
2-2.
Pitch on the way. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate, J.D. Eastman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
and that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a chance to notch number 34. Another nice outing from him.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Thunder get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Rico Sierra picks up his team-leading 13th win. Guy Eaton closes the door for the save, his 33rd of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Cobras and the Lightning. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Wes Taylor gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this starting pitcher right here can strike some people out. It's not easy to average a strikeout per inning, but that's what he's been able to do so far. And if he brings a good assortment of pitches like he's brought all season long, we could see another game filled with quite a few strikeouts.
Digging in now, Mark Lacey. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
The 2-0 on the way.
Hey!
Hit hard to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The second baseman, Greg English.
Settling in now, Greg English. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Game time temperature tonight a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. English is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard, some belted high in the air out to left. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Into the box, Paul Taylor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hard ground ball to third. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's another case, D-Roll, of mislocation. Catcher setting on the inside corner. That pitch drifted out towards the middle part of the plate.
Yeah, and that's from an offensive standpoint, Dan, it's hard. You're sitting there, you know guys are going to try and pound you in. But if they happen to miss just a smidge out over the heart of the plate, they might not get it back.
Stepping in now, Kevin Landry, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Hit hard to third. Scooped up. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Brian Bledsoe will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. This guy's a pretty good pitcher, but he was tagged for 8 earned runs and the loss in his last one. Hopefully he can shake that off and pitch a lot better here today.
At the plate, Timmy Hinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Lightning, the center fielder, Timmy Hinson.
From the stretch. And that misses ball 1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is popped up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Mo Cole.
In now, Mo Cole. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Pops this one up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Second inning set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian. First pitch on its way. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
1-1 the count now. And the pitch. Still 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So striding forward now, Brad Benton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Michael Wright is on deck. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
In now, Michael Wright. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Jason Easel. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Jason Easel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Ryan Hinkle, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
To the plate now, Ryan Nichols. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Fouled off. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Hinkle stands at first with one out. Hot shot to third. He's got it to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now at the plate, Sean McKee. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. McKee is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. Is a first baseman, of course, but he can also be found in the outfield, as is the case in this one. And there's ball one.
1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Now at the plate, Brian Bledsoe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Mark Lacey, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Nichols has got it, and the side is retired. Striding into the box, Wesley Rain. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Hit down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Now in the box, Seth Roberts. First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One out, nobody on. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. The pitcher, Wes Taylor, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Runners on first with one down. And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Center fielder, number 9, Timmy Hinson.
Digging in to try it again, Timmy Hinson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
Nope. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. So 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Digging in, Greg English. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's in. Ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
The 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Paul Taylor will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Kevin Landry, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Landry has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Chopper to short. Knee high, he barehands it. Hats off to that one. Striding in, Eric Piper comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Shortstop, Eric Piper.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Count 2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Stepping into the box, Mo Cole. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. He's right there. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So digging in now, Jason Heasel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1.
Leading off for the Cobras, the left fielder, Buford Christian.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ray has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brad Benton.
Now at the plate, Brad Benton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with Showtrack. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. Stepping up to the plate, Michael Wright. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Hinkle. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Right will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Into the box now, Ryan Nichols. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
The batter, the left fielder, Wesley Ray.
Stepping in now, Wesley Ray, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Right is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Seth Roberts.
So stepping in, Seth Roberts. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
1-1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Into the box now, Sean McKee. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
For the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back standing. Another look to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Standing in now, Brian Bledsoe, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1 is looked at for ball one.
Down 1-1.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. One and two now as this catches the outer half.
Down 1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulled toward right center field. Hinson will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The bat, number 7, Lacey.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mark Lacey. First delivery to him on the way.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Now the 0-1. A double play ball to second. 4. The tag gets 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. To the bottom of the 6th inning, all tied at 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Wes Taylor. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy Hinson.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Timmy Hinson. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lazy fly ball out to center field. English ranging into the outfield. You can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, after that hit right there, D'Lo, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Eric Piper. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 3.
Mo Cole is on deck. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
3-1.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The third baseman, number 5.
Digging in, Mo Cole. First delivery to him on the way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
The 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Lifted in the air to center. McKee is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jason Easel.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Easel. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two men are on with 2 men out. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Here's the 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Now at the plate, Greg English. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The first pitch coming, here it is. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count in your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Change up low, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The third baseman, number 3, Paul Taylor.
Now to the plate, Paul Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Hinson is underneath this one. And that's out number 2. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Landry, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ray will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional Jefferson Stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ryan Hinkle.
Ryan Hinkle.
Here it comes.
1-0.
That's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here it is. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
So now to the plate, Ryan Nichols. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
Couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Ready? Now the payoff pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Swing and he pops him up. Lacy onto the grass and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Now back. Let's go. Fred.
Standing in, Wesley Ray. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
A 1-0 delivery. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Runners going. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready on 1 and 2. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will get this one. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
As a look, now the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
To the plate now, Seth Roberts. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brad Morrison will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Bo Sanders is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 28.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Buford Christian. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set with the 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. It's a bullpen game for him now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Brad Benton is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One out, nobody on. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Stand alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try again, 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he fouls this one off. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Jacob Sellers will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Lays off 1-0. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That evens it up 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Gets the sign. The 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's ready. The payoff pitch. And he pops him up. Drifting toward the left side of the infield. Piper is there, and the side is retired. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jeremy Kilpatrick is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. David Laffey will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. C.J. Dunn is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Digging in, Bo Sanders. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
The second baseman,
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now playing first base, number 17, David Laffey.
Here's the pitch. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order.
That's in there. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in and looking for more, Timmy Hinson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. One there.
Eric Piper.
At the plate, Eric Piper. First pitch of the at-bat. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Here comes the 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And again a throw, and it dive, but he's back. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
From the stretch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
First and second now, one man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box, Jason Eason, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 1-0. Here it is.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 down, runners at first and second. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. A dive, but it's off his glove. On to third, but he's in safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game, quality pitching, when runs are at a premium, that's when it makes you feel really good about yourself.
First base open. It looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. Ed Robinson answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Now pitching, Ed Robinson.
Ryan Nichols will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. 1-0. Here it is.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
2 out, bases loaded. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1. Fouled away. Two and 2. Here it is.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
And it's fouled away. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And another foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. 9th inning coming up, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Sean McKee. And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Pitch hit sharply on the ground. Here's the 1-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Great situation right here, leading off the inning. You gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And that is off the wall in right field. And he'll get in at second base as the time runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up. But it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
At the plate now, David Laffey. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Gabriel Bell comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. Count. Here's the pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouled off. 1-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Mark Lacey. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. One out and a runner on second base. Can't quite nip the corner. It's a ball off the outside. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
The batter number 2, second base, Greg English.
Into the box now, Greg English. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the pitch. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
As a look, now the pitch. And here's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Hinson has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over.
Man, oh man, what an amazing finish. I know it didn't work out, but I applaud them sending the runner right there. They needed a run to tie the game, and it was going to take a great play to get him, but that's just what happened. Wow, that was close, but the one-run margin stands.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Nashville came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Brad Morrison gets the win out of the bullpen, number 12 for him. Gabriel Bell wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Walking on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Get